Okay, this video I'm going to show you how to add images to the galleries. When you're in the dashboard main page, come down to the bottom, there's a title called Gallery. Once you're in there, it'll expand and there'll be a few more menus. So if you want to add a new one, click Add Gallery Images. If you want to manage and edit stuff, you use the Manage Gallery. So I'll show you how to add a new gallery if you wanted to. So this is useful if you wanted to have another, say, split category on the gallery page, or you want to add a smaller image onto one of your things to do pages. So I'll just make one called Example. You just got to click on the Add New Gallery tab to make one. So once you've done that, you can choose files that you want to upload. So these are some of the images. It doesn't matter what file size they are to begin with. This plugin I found has a function that can resize everything for you. It does help if they're all a unified size to go in, or at least their minimum size is big enough to fit in there. So if you've got something that's only 150 by 150 and all the rest are, say, 800, if you try and set them as 800, the smallest one will stretch up a bit. So try and get the smallest image the same size as you want the gallery to be. So yeah, you can grab a whole bunch as well and go open, and it'll line them up. And just make sure that you choose the gallery you want it to. I won't do all of them at once, otherwise it'll take forever. But yeah, just make sure it's in the right gallery and then upload the images. If it does this, you may need to refresh the page, but what that will do is it will go through and it'll upload it. You won't have to do anything more from there. What you need to do though is copy this code up here. If you paste this into your page wherever you want it, it will display your image. So I'll just copy that. I'll try adding another photo again. Hopefully it works this time. Refreshing the page tends to help. Sometimes it does hang. It's created to. Oh, there it goes. Alright, so you'll notice that the numbers are here beside each gallery. That's handy for when you want to change the shortcode and put the gallery somewhere else. So if I wanted to put this gallery that I just made with that one picture in it into the galleries page, I can just go back to pages, edit in here. Okay, so this is the heading accommodation, and then there's gallery code, and then there's another heading here. So if I wanted to make another one, let's give it a heading 1 and call it test. Make sure you close the heading. And now I'll just paste in the shortcode I had before. So the shortcode's the same, the only thing that changes is the ID number. And if you lose it and you're not sure where it is, it'll be back in the gallery menu. And if you look at the drop down menu, it will see the numbers. So I'll just update that now. And then you can view the page by clicking there, or if you want to open it in a new tab, you click that one and it will show you the updates. So now you can see my test galleries come up in here because I've added those. So that's how you can add any more to that. If you wanted to, I'll just delete that for now and then update it. If you want to edit the gallery images, it's pretty easy. You just go back to here. I think it's Manage Gallery, allows you to edit what's already in there, and you'll see your list here, and that's the ID that you can replace in the shortcode to change it. If I wanted to edit the Bluehole gallery, I just click on Bluehole, and then they're all in here. So you can, these are some of the things you can do in this menu here. So you can set a watermark, so if people try and save your images, you can get protected. This was really handy, resize images. So if you wanted to resize all of them, you just make sure you click the select all button, and then click apply, and then you can change the size in there and click OK, and it'll do a bulk list of changes. Yeah, if you wanted to add a new image to a gallery, you just go back to the add gallery images and make sure you select the right one. I'm just thinking if there's anything else you might need in here. So the alt and title description, you can change. It helps for SEO purposes if you name them some of your key searches, but we can do that if you sign up for an SEO campaign. But it's sort of a little drop down that comes up if you hover over it. I imagine see that's just a number there. If you change it to, you know, Santo Road or Hotel Santo Road, that would help a lot. So I'll show you, yeah, just how to change the, or add another image to an existing gallery. So you just be on this upload image, choose a gallery that you want to add it to, specialized, then upload your image. Similar as before. If you wanted to delete an image from a gallery, you would go back to the Manage Gallery tab before. Look in here, click on the one. You could just click delete there. I'm sure that would work. Or you can, if you want to get rid of all of them, you could highlight them all, then delete images, and then click apply. The other thing to note, how some of the images are linked to the gallery. I'll show you how to do that in the lightboxing. So as an example, I'll just run you through how we did the home page. So when you click on this image here of the bed, you'll notice that it'll lightbox up. Now what that's doing is there's a small image on the home page, and then it references the image over here in the gallery. So if you wanted to change that, you could copy the link address. So you go into the gallery and click find the photo you want, copy the link address, and then go back to your home page or whatever page you wanted to edit the page, find the image that you wanted to change the lightbox to. So this would be the top picture of the bed. Now if you wanted to change which image it lightboxed to, you would change the href source. So if we change that, right now it's going to the bed, but if we pasted that in, it would now go to the Bluehole JPEG. So the image would stay the same, but it would lightbox to the bigger Bluehole image. Now to make sure that that is lightboxing, you've got to keep this class shutter set in there. So if you wanted to add another one later on, you could just copy that code and make sure you put it in there. So I'll run you through that, how you would add it to another page from scratch. So you'd add your image. So this is your thumbnail, so the small image that people can see what they wanted to click on to then lightbox. I'll try and find the Bluehole page just so it's linking to the right thing. So if I wanted to, this is quite large, this image, so if you had a thumbnail version of it, this would be ideal. I can give you the dimensions for the thumbnails, but I'll try and put it as a small one just to show you. So just a small image, insert it into post. Okay, so now you've got this ahref section. Now what I would do is I would go back to one of the ones that are existing, this class shutter set, put that in an email for you as well if you ever lose it. Now where you need to put it is just after the A before the href, so just put a space and paste that in there. So that image now knows that if it's clicked on, it'll lightbox. So what you've got to do now is link it to the image that you want from the gallery, which is your big one. So I can go back over here to my for your whole image. Let's copy that link address and put it into the href section. So just paste it there. Now I think I put the wrong image, but regardless of what image, just make sure that they're linked to the same one. So now it's in the wrong place and it's hidden behind anything, but if they click that image, it would light box up to this one here that's in the gallery. So you can make sure they're a pair. I know I've got the wrong one in there now, but it's just an example of how you can make these smaller images light box up to the right page. I had to change that though. We've also used this gallery on your things to do page. So it's the same system in here, but we've used the thumbnail versions of these just because they're easier to format. So if you wanted to change these, you would just go into your manage gallery settings, and they're all under the right headings here, so you can just go into them and then edit the photos that you want in there, or delete the ones you don't want anymore. So it's quite simple.